Welcome to the second edition of Pack Talking with Ben Austin, Dorian, and me. I didn't want to say your name wrong. Bobby.
Oh, and Zeke. Don't forget
And
Zeke.
Zeke's over here.
Scratching his balls or I can't really see, but let's keep it PG.
And we have Apollo here. You'll hear him snoring. We won't pull the camera on him. And we also have Mono, who is Dorian's dog. We like to always have dogs in the room while we're doing the podcast.
It's a must. We're actually letting our two guests here in the side slide because they don't have dogs in here, but it's a must. You have to have a 9 with you.
A 9 being a canine. Let's make sure that so people know.
Give them our secret code. Give it to them, but whatever.
All right. We're going to start today's podcast with the question of how Hollywood's portrayal of dogs, good and bad, has come across to us and our opinion on it. And we're going to start with Ben. And go ahead, Ben. Let us know.
I'm not sure which clip we'll start with here, but I always see things kind of. I'm trying to see both sides of perspectives of things. So some of these videos are not accurate, but also I think there's some accuracy in it, good and bad. So either one of those videos we can pull up and we'll look at it.
Alrighty.
First one might have been Turner and Hooch. I'm not sure.
Turner and Hooch. Let's pull that one up. And do you want to cue us up with what's going on in the scene that you want to describe, or you want to watch it first? Or?
Basically, this detective gets this doggy de Bordeaux, and it's a huge dog.
The detective is Tom Hanks.
Yes, and it's I think it's like a French Mastiff. Actually, is another name for it. But I don't know if you guys ever dealt with one of those or been working with one or seen one. But they're really intense dogs, and they're good dogs, but they're just intense. And that dog destroys his whole car, and just is on a rampage. This is like the end of the scene here, but at one point he has it running in the next to him in the car. It's the beginning, I think, of this clip actually.
While he's holding him on with that stick thing,
he just got done, I believe, already running him on the side of the car down the highway. See if you can go to the beginning of that clip just to see a clip of it. It looks wild, but also if you had a dog super crazy like that, and I think the dog was part of an investigation, and it knew clues to the scene or the situation, whatever it may have been, but for some reason it's not showing that part of the clip. But yeah, he just has the dog outside on that catch pole running down the highway with Hooch there, and it's just a mad animal. But
so tell us, do you think this is an accurate depiction of what this dog would be doing in a normal circumstance after running next to the car with a catch pole?
It's just a huge indication of how intense that dog and that breed is, and maybe just that specific dog. But the whole situation is based off of they can't really get rid of the dog because the dog is the biggest key witness or knows something about the crime, so he has to keep the dog. He can't just get rid of the dog, so he has to do something with the dog. It's very valuable to the case. So just a funny clip.
Play it again. So I'm checking out the dog's acting. Like, let's check out his dog acting skills, right? So his job, he did a good job because he's whatever. Obviously, what he's doing is what they wanted him to do, right?
Yeah.
Because think about it, this dog got cued to do all that.
Yep.
So he's doing a good job of being bad, right? Yeah. And then Mr. Tom Hanks killing it with his acting, of course.
In that movie though, that I don't know if it was the same dog, if it was multiple dogs, but the dog was like ripping parts of the furniture off, and I always thought, how did they? Because you can see parts of the video, the dog's actually ripping up the furniture or the parts of the car, and it's like, how did they teach the dog to do that and then go back to traveling in a car again at one point? Or
but
here it is, him running with the catch pole right there. Oh.
When was the last time you saw the whole entire movie?
Oh, it's been a while. It's
a good part, like, I will give me an estimate.
Oh, I don't know. Probably 5 years, 10 years.
I guess there's a second one. Oh no! They did make a remake, I believe.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Nah, so when was the last time you saw it? Cause see, now that you're an adult, I don't know if it was when you were young or not, or now that you're knowing dogs more, you'll be able to tell, like, oh, this is another dog from that scene. You know, catching all those little red flags that the public
Oh, yeah,
won't see.
you're right. I didn't
So
think
you
about
haven't
that.
seen it completely.
No, not in a long time.
No, yeah, you should, because that's the same thing when I watch movies now, and I would be excited about a scene. Now I see it different, like, oh well, you could see that dog was doing there, like it looks fake to me, but to me
Yeah.
this guy was doing a good job at being a bad dog. Like, what other scenes does he have? Any crazy scene? Like, what's his best scene of the movie?
I think the dog gets shot and lives, or he passes along puppies, and he bites people, and he's running across the side of the car. But eventually, at one point, they got to an agreement, and there was some companionship between Tom Hanks and that Hooch dog.
So they bonded. They bonded.
Yeah, they did it. They did at one point.
I'm gonna have to check it out. I mean, I think I've seen it. Like, I don't think I've seen it from start to finish. I might catch a couple of things because Tom
Yeah,
Hanks pretty
yeah,
dope.
yeah.
But
Tom Hanks, got real emotional at the
oh
end with the
look, he
dog.
drinks beer. See,
He's
that's
just
the kind of shit I'm talking about right there. Go back, play
he's
the replay.
He's drinking beer.
Yeah,
And
yeah. You
he's
see,
just doing
he didn't
everything
like the
wild.
shower.
well, that's
See?
a real scene. Okay, the beer is a little
Yeah,
far
that's
fetched, but
cool.
I could see him eating popcorn,
Look,
ripping up
because you're thinking about it,
furniture.
they're telling him rip this. You know what I'm saying? Or
Yeah,
like, oh, you want me to wait? He didn't like the shower though. You seen that? He was like, he didn't like that.
he was in avoidance.
Yeah, and let's see Tom Hanks. See Tom Hanks, he's got trust in that dog because he really puts it in with them too. You could tell when actors they're like not that. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I think there was a scene in the dog movie. You seen that movie, Dog?
That's the one. Yeah, I'm gonna bring
Did
up.
you see when
Yeah.
he was bringing him out of the truck? Did you catch anything? Did you see anything? In the beginning when he's gonna take the muzzle off, you didn't see anything that was off.
I saw that they kept changing the dog from scene to scene,
Like different
basically.
dogs.
Yeah, because their coloring on their face was
Oh, I see. I
like
didn't
you
know.
could.
So it's more than one dog.
Yeah.
See, yeah,
Okay, so this is the movie I was going to talk about, basically.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
and I liked this film because they depicted Malinois in a way that they are tough dogs that you really have to work with.
Yeah,
Otherwise, you are going to be in a really bad situation.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
was coming into this movie thinking, oh no, they're going to glorify the Malinois, and it's going to like people are going to go out and get this dog, and I have one, and it is a machine. You really have to put in a lot of work to keep this dog in a satiated state at all times. So I think they did a great job in this film showing the amount of work it really takes to kind of to get to this dog and how strong-minded they really are, because these are the guys that'll run up a 20-foot wall, rip up your furniture. Like they're a friend of mine on Instagram basically just got a Malinois and posted how the dog basically ate the inside of her car because he was excited to go do bite work that day. You know what I mean? And so I liked this film because they showed the dark side, or the work you have to really do. And in the end, he ends up loving the dog. So it's great because
Thanks for telling me the end. I told you I didn't see it, but all right. Thank you, Bobby.
he loves the dog. That's
I didn't think he was an
that's not a real spoiler. You can't.
It's a spoiler for me. I don't want to watch it no more.
All right. Well, if you don't, you're missing out. It was a good film. And what do you call it? So I liked that aspect of this movie that they showed how difficult they really are. So that was the film I was going to bring up.
Yeah,
and, did you have another scene that you were going to bring up in another film, Ben?
Yeah, I think there was a one from the movie Canine, but there was also one from Mad Max. The dog from Mad Max, that blue heeler, is always got me into loving dogs.
No way,
really?
Mad Max,
so
movie?
this scene is
this from Mad Max?
Yeah, he's going to bring up the Mad Max.
The dog in the whole movie is great, but I never either one of those scenes were great. And I was like, man, that is quite the dog. And to think about that dog being trained and just
I want to see it. I want to see it right now. I want to see it.
Yeah, Mad Max 2. This is it right here.
It was a dog. I don't know. Maybe I haven't seen it.
It's in the second one. It's in the second one.
Oh, I'm excited.
Here we come.
I'm excited.
Okay. Mel Gibson back in the 80s.
He's got this guy posted up.
So this is a movie from the 80s?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
And
Mad Max 2. Beyond Thunderdome.
Prisoner.
No, this one's Beyond Thunderdome.
No, that's not. It's just Mad Max 2.
Oh, look at
I thought Beyond Thunderdome was part 2.
He's going to go for the rabbit. What's going on?
No, he has a bone in his mouth with a line on the trigger of the shotgun, just in case the guy wants to.
So if the guy moves, boom, he gets it. Okay.
Oh, that was your scene? See,
there's so many scenes in that movie with that dog.
No, I seen a little clip that he put him when he was attacking somebody. I want to see that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Uh,
man, we
that was
gotta
the
we
beginning
gotta
of
log
the list.
into the real YouTube so we don't get no damn freaking commercials.
Here we go.
Is he gonna
Here's the
attack
blue
somebody?
healer. Oh, he's pretty chill for a blue healer. They're usually pretty ramped
No,
up
but he's
in
on a
this scene, at
command. He's on a
least.
command. Look at him. You see the way
He's in
somebody told
command
him.
for sure.
Okay, he's getting some dinky.
Dinky D, meat and veggies.
Look at it. I see they rolled them over with the little
Look,
right.
Mel Gibson's
Is this
eating
a
the
scene
Jeep.
where he's gonna go crazy on somebody? That's what I want to know.
No, he just resource guards this food, but to it's just a
Oh,
crazy scene.
Oh, wow.
it was for him. Fuck that.
No,
That was pretty. That
crazy
scene
scene
took
though.
a turn that I was not expecting.
Like, he's like, "Well, you're gonna need my food."
It's
Oh,
the end of the
wow.
world, man. You'd be eating that food
Hey,
too.
puppy chow.
Yep.
Oh, man.
So whose dog is it? Mel Gibson's dog or the other guy's?
It's Mel Gibson's dog.
Oh, right. Why is he kicking it with that other fool over there?
That guy's a prisoner. He knows where like a camp
Oh, he's
is. And he
guarding the
knows
prisoner though.
information.
No, I wouldn't have my dog kicking it so crazy. Some fool had a hostage over there.
I think there was like a minute. Is that a minute or something like that? Well, it's a good whole scene actually. It's a good movie if you haven't seen this movie. True story.
I didn't know they had a dog in that magazine too.
I don't think I've seen it.
Look, he said,
Oh,
"Yep."
Okay, so here we are.
Okay. I hope he attacks this fool.
He said, "This is my food, yo."
You see? Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, this guy looks fucking crazy.
But
See, that's a good actor dog because he's acting. You know,
it
I don't think
also
he's
could be
vicious.
camera angles too, different
But you
perspectives.
think, what do you
on it,
think?
so
You think he was really vicious or he was at? Oh, watch out! He's eating the dog's food.
I think that the dog was either cued to do it or just resource guarded a little bit, and then
yeah.
it was two different perspectives though. So I think the second one, I think in that second perspective, the dog wasn't actually
That's
the
what
dog.
I always think. Like, yeah,
But he
because
did turn and snap though when he was eating food. It at least appeared so.
I think, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Sometimes you think, I don't know, was it good acting on the dog or he's being serious and the people didn't even care. They're like, hey, go for it, bro. He won't bite you. Just go for it. You know, it's Hollywood. They don't give a fudge. They gotta get their shot. Stuntman, you gotta get bit. Let's go.
I believe that was the same dog the whole movie though.
Yeah.
could have been. So, and then did you have one more clip you were going to bring up that, or was that it?
Yeah, there is another one if you want to watch it, but it's the Canine movie. It's a scene where a German Shepherd is backing up his cop friend, and it's one of those dynamics where the cop doesn't really want the dog, and the dog ends
Like
up
Turner and Hooch. It's the same premise.
It's very similar, but the scene is where it's a scene where
Give us
the
a year.
dog,
Give us a
Oh
year.
yeah, this is like early '90s or late '80s.
he comes
Which
he
scene
comes
are we
out of the
talking?
car.
Which scene were you? Did you want us to
2
bring up?
minutes and 40 seconds in, I believe, or is what I wrote it down in that group message. Where is it at?
No, not into the full movie. Into the scene that he put into the group message.
Oh,
Yeah, it's in the group.
But a guy throws a pool ball at the dog. The dog bites it and crumbles it. And
So
the dog like comes out of the car and comes in and protects him. Like basically stacks up on the whole bar because his cop buddy was in trouble, and he had his back. Bit that ball. He said, "Who wants to mess around with me? I'm breaking pool balls."
Okay.
So is that realistic or non-realistic? Would you say?
It's not realistic, but it is cool that the idea of it though is that you're in a bar and and you're getting backup from your dog. You know what I mean? Just the idea of it.
The idea that you're in the bar and what was the part? Would you say
That
after
your
that?
dog comes out of your car to come and get your back.
Oh, that's definitely a Dorian fan. Dorian would love that because he loves when his pack comes and
No,
jumps people for him.
right now, I'm so pumped up about watching Mad Max 2 later on, for real. I gotta check that dog out, guys.
It's good, man. Yeah, it's good.
The first one you threw, that's why we gotta see the other 13 because the first one, like, Tom Hanks, that dog, like, it didn't, like, I actually want to see it, but not like I want to see Mad Max right now because I got putting it.
He said, "Oh, he missed. It was a couple of seconds behind that." But yeah, hey, the dog came in there and started biting up everybody. That'd be not fun.
Okay, so I'm seeing a good actor already.
I know.
So Jim Belushi's also a police officer in this, and he's got the dog.
Yeah.
Hey,
Okay.
who do you guys think off the top is your best dog movie guy actor? Like a actor that works good with dogs?
Oh, I don't know.
No,
Yeah, I don't know. I
no,
wouldn't know.
nothing. What about John Wick? He's got a pit bull. Freaking what's his the other guy's
Keanu?
name? The shooter. Oh,
Oh,
Mark Wahlberg. He gets down with dogs too. You could tell his relationship when they're good. That's what I'm talking about. Like what's off the top?
Oh, look, he's about to get.
Mark
Hey, John
Wahlberg.
Belushi's about to get saved
Let's
right
put him
now.
in
this is Jim Belushi.
Look, Jim Belushi, same.
Yeah.
Yep, same.
Same.
They're not the same.
They're brothers.
There we go. There we go. So he's sicking the dog on him.
No, the dog. He didn't call the dog. The dog just came on his own free will.
Showed up.
No, but he's
Loyalty.
threatening them
He's basically telling them that they're under arrest
with
while
the
they're
dog.
being. Yeah.
He doesn't look like he's in a position to do that. Look at that German Shepherd.
Yeah,
Boy.
he's not. He's
Oh,
see. I wouldn't feel threatened by anything that guy's done right now.
Cracked it, bro. You cracked the ball.
That's pretty threatening.
Yeah, but he looks friendly. Oh,
he
wait,
said,
hold on.
"What
Oh.
up?"
You see, all right. Oh, you see. Go back. You see, that's what I wanted to see. That's a fake. It was fake.
Oh my
The
god,
other
that was
dog
hilarious.
was-
It was fake.
That was
It was
totally
fake. That's what I'm
fake.
saying. That dog didn't do that shit.
Yeah,
Got
he's happy.
got you, fool. That's the shit I'm
Well,
talking about. Look, right there.
This
See,
looks like he's just someone's carrying the dog through the air.
See, okay, that's
That looked like a real bite
Hold on,
right
but let's
there.
see. Hold on,
He's got his bite sleeve on, but
Alright,
still, he
alright.
got the bite. He's
I
definitely
don't know
got.
if it's the same dog. Though.
Yeah.
It was the same dog.
I
Oh,
guarantee you that's
patrón.
what hurts.
Let's watch this scene. This is crazy.
That's a bar fight
Alright.
with a German Shepherd in it. You just never seen it? There it is.
Okay, that's what I want to see. All right, he's holding. He's doing good because sometimes it looks. Nah, that looks pretty good right there. Okay,
Next, he said next.
those fools.
Oh, look
Okay,
at the
see, yeah. I don't think it's the same German Shepherd though.
No, they definitely use different ones for each command. Usually, you know what I mean.
Oh, you see, he looking. Yo, you too. Oh, he did look at it though. He did look.
He's holding on to let him know.
Oh, no way a
That's
dog can
wild.
control that. You're getting
That's
big.
pressure.
You're getting it all the way.
That's called pressure and release in the dog industry.
That's called
That
instinctual.
he's drinking his cup all like, yeah, what's up now, partners?
Look at this great movie.
see, I don't. That's fake. That's gotta go back a little.
Well,
bit.
I hope that's fake.
Yeah, because the way it moved, it didn't look real. Oh, look, yeah, see?
Crazy.
That's a real dog right there.
And he's biting at his pants.
Yeah.
They told him what to bite, bro. Imagine. The slip up.
That's what I'm talking. That guy that's getting big like that, he's got balls to do it, you know?
Maybe.
Maybe he doesn't. Shit.
Maybe he doesn't anymore.
That's pretty funny.
All right.
All right, you good?
Yeah,
I want to watch it. I'll watch it later.
we'll watch it. Yeah,
No, I
but
wanna watch
we
it.
got the gist of that scene
So
basically.
explain it again. Why did Ben like that? What was him?
It's just
That
a
was
cool
just-
scene.
It is. It was dope. I gotta say, the dog acting. We don't know if it's one. That's what I always like to see. Is it one, two, three, or four
it's
dogs?
a cool scene, but I do think it gives people the wrong impression of a German Shepherd. Though they don't get one. They don't get one to be protective. They're people. I'll go to people's houses and they'll have problems with their dogs, and they'll not dogs, but specifically German Shepherd owners, and the dog will be protective, and they're supposed to be protective. It's just not a good
No,
dog.
but see, that's what I'm talking about.
It's
though.
not a good dog for people.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good dog for
About-
it's a good dog for me, but I don't think it's a good dog for everybody.
No, but that's the thing about Hollywood. Like they basically stereotype German Shepherd. So that's the bad. Like everybody is scared of German Shepherds. They're not gonna see what we just saw. Like, oh, that guy's fake. He's not playing it off. But I think
But there's movies that also show, like, you know, the loving relationship that people have too.
Oh, yeah,
it's not just
definitely.
always the protect. Like at the end of that movie, I'm sure that Jim Belushi is in love. I haven't seen it, if I have, but he ends up loving that dog, and that dog and him become like he ends up adopting the dog. Right? Is that how it ends?
Yep.
Exactly. So we know like the formula. Yeah. So it does make you. It does show the softer
Marley and
side.
Me.
Yeah, and the Marley and Me effect as well.
I
That
haven't even seen that one, but
I haven't seen it either, but I know the dog is super destructive
uh,
because he's not satiated, and that's where we get our problems from,
it's not
basically.
what?
Satiated.
I don't use that word
Yeah.
often either.
Yeah,
Satiated.
shit, I got scared with that.
You've never heard satiated?
Yeah.
Nah.
I mean, I think
It means
I heard
yeah,
that.
you're satisfied in a sense.
Mm.
Satiated, satisfied. They come from the same. They kind of come from the same etymology of the word. Um, okay, and then Dorian, what's your? Where are we going with you?
Let me send the clips.
Okay, let's get them clips sent and what? Cue it up. What are we talking about here?
Let me. I actually bought a surprise, but I forgot it in my car real quick. If you could get it for me,
Another surprise.
surprise. It's in a bag, black bag behind the driver's seat. Oh, let me send the. Let me see this. Send this clip. This is about Will Smith. Let me.
It's like an airdrop.
This is the I Am Legend, right? We're talking
I
about
Am
the.
Legend 2006.
I'll just pull it up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
It's gonna be. Here, I'm gonna just give you my phone. It's this right here. Just type that right up. Really, I know that Bobby and Ben been talking good about movies, and I'm not here to talk anything negative, but I'm a little upset at how they did I Am Legend for a couple reasons. So once we're gonna pull it up, we're gonna see what's going on. But one is the main thing is because I know Will Smith knows Cesar Millan, right? They're homies. So for him to get caught up with the producers telling him how to do the movie, he should have said, "Stop. That's not right. That's not how dogs roll. How could I be the last guy on earth with the last dog on earth and I'm messing up all movie? Like, come on." So
So
I'm kind of upset.
what specifically did you take issue with?
Well, the fact how they were portraying a man's best friend relationship and the last guy on earth, it's not gonna have no flaws. There's not gonna be dogs they're gonna be so in tune. They're gonna know what they think. They don't have to say nothing. They look at each other. Yes, that's what's going down.
But what if the human isn't
Am I
able
coming
to
out in
be
this
in
one?
tune? You want to
Adam?
put the camera?
There
Yeah.
we go. Did we get all that though?
Yeah.
Am I blurry?
That's my phone.
Oh, okay, yeah, look. So they're chilling. Sam, the German Shepherd. Samantha, it's a female. Got his AK right there, or his AR. Okay. So I guess this is New York. Originally, the original movie was in Los Angeles. I don't know why they ended up over there. So he's hunting. Oh, I guess they didn't show the part where. Oh yeah, it's right here. It's right here. You watching this, Ben? Look.
Yes.
We can't see what happened because we can't hear it. So he's chasing the deer. Nah, see, this is not the whole complete scene. Hold on, pause it.
So set it up.
What originally happens, he's got his rifle up, he's spotting the deer. Oh, hold on, we got the guest in, right?
No way.
Yeah. Is he here? All right, for sure. Little surprise guest right here. I brought a cat for Bobby. I know he's been saying, don't bring a cat. I know his girl don't like cats. So hopefully he's not, man. Could you close the door so he don't try to take off on it? This is not the best type of... We'll get back to Will Smith and my problem with him and the producers and all that. He's cool with cats?
Well, we'll find out.
Okay.
You know, you just
This
bring
is
it on us.
Ashy. Let him come out. He's actually not the best type of dog to get somebody to show somebody that don't really want a cat. He's an asshole cat. He's an asshole cat. Mono, off. Can we get that over there? Mono, off.
Grab it in front of you.
Let me show him real quick. Oh, where's he at? Right here. Ashy. Huh? Hold on, Bobby.
Enjoy him right now, Bobby.
I want. We can't see the. There we go. I want to see Bobby holding it because you could tell when somebody don't like cats.
Oh, I don't mind him. I
me
just
see.
keep Apollo there.
Yeah. All right. For sure. I know that Bobby keeps saying like, yeah. Are we good? Can you hear me?
That would be pretty sick.
Yeah,
for sure.
Imagine you got a cat next.
You gotta get him a kitten, yo. You
No,
gotta
I
get
know,
him
but
a
it's because I wanted to bring an asshole. Hey, watch out with this guy.
he's fine. He's not gonna do nothing. Let him,
Hold on, we'll put him down.
hey, let him go.
Hey, nah.
Hey, bro.
Oh yeah, you're watching this situation.
That's what I wanted to see. I mean, that's oh, watch out, Mono.
Oh god,
Yeah,
that's
close the
awesome.
door so that he don't get out.
Hey, bring him in. Bring him in.
Oh, I don't want my cat getting hurt. Bob.
He's not getting hurt.
No, he's targeting.
It's fine. We're gonna stop him.
There we go.
This is it. This is what pack talking is about.
All right then.
Hey.
Mono off.
Hey,
Come here,
if
Apollo.
you would have busted out a cat out of the bag of my house, my dogs would have been curious.
Furious.
No, but see, I'm surprised. Hold on, could we bring the
Curious.
camera down just a little so they can see? Because Ash doesn't. He doesn't really like to be held. So he's already got a connection with Bobby. I'm trying to see that. So I'm gonna tell you why he's an asshole cat for sure.
Yeah, I've never met this cat, so
Yeah, it
this
was a
is,
surprise for you.
yeah, and it's a prize for Apollo too. He was
Yeah.
a little bit excited about having
Cat
this
out of a
cat.
bag.
It wasn't a bag. Relax. It was a cat
You know,
carrier.
it's cat in a hat, but Dorian comes cat in a bag, and I'm getting clawed a little right here. Shh. Nice.
All right then. So yeah, the reason I bought the cat is just because. All right, the reason I bought an asshole cat to introduce to somebody. I mean, I know he said he's had cats before.
No, my ex-girlfriend had a cat that I ended up liking.
You could let him go so he could walk around
No.
because I want you to see what cats do.
No, but I don't
That's
want
cute.
Apollo to go nuts. So that's
Look at
why.
him.
Shh. Come here, Popes.
Oh gosh.
Exactly.
Hey,
You need
but
to learn to calm down. Come here, bro.
because you could let him go, bro. He's a gangster cat. You'll probably, but you leash him up. He's not scared of him. You know what I'm saying? You should be holding him.
We don't want to witness a murder on a podcast.
Yeah, we're not trying to.
Nah, he
But-
won't get. I'm telling you, he's a G cat.
Hold it for a second. Let me get this guy.
You see how he's not tripping? You see, cat. You see, watch him. Watch.
There we go.
How come I can't see me?
He ain't doing
Hey,
nothing.
you see? What do you
Put
think
the
about
cut the
this
camera
cat, man?
to D.
There we go. Look. He's cool. I'm gonna let him explore a little.
Let him.
That's what I want you to see. A cat being a cat is what's cool. Look. You see how they're not being crazy like dogs. They're not like he's gonna go check out the
I
scene.
cannot.
He's just walking around.
Cat, bro.
Yeah. Look at Mono.
That
So we
is
also
funny.
have Mono gonna knock over the cameras
Yeah,
here.
that's what I'm worried about.
Oh, it definitely, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Jordan, I thought he was joking. I was gonna be
Cable.
Hey, I wanted to get Bobby's old shit.
There's
Are we good?
Apollo, all bug-eyed.
Hey, you gotta throw Bobby off his toes on his own show.
Yeah. So back to
Jordan
where
is-
we were going. Let's go back to your
Did
Hollywood thing.
Did we get the? Oh, I was explaining. So
Yeah.
he's the last guy on Earth. He's got the best relationship with his dog, and his dog's not listening. So he's hunting. He sicks the dog on him, but the dog ends up leaving. So he recalls him. He calls him back like 2 or 3 times. That's what I'm trying to see. See, they didn't show that part that I want to see because he
gets himself in danger. He gets himself in trouble.
No, it's because before that, he calls them like 2 or 3 times, so because he knows he's gonna run into where the zombies or whatever those guys are. So see, that's the only thing that I mean, it's not showing. We'll look for it later, the clip. But the problem that I had with it was that if he's the last man on Earth, he's with his dog every day, all day in for years. He's not gonna mess up in his recall. So he messes up his recall there, and then later on in the movie, he messes up his recall again, where the dog's not listening, he's not going, and he actually gets bit. So, well, it's gonna be I guess what do you call it? A spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. But the dog doesn't even make it to the end of the movie because he didn't listen. He messed up on his recall twice, and on the second time, he got bit by the zombie dogs. Will Smith ends up having to choke him out.
It was
because
towards
he's
the
in
end
a,
of the movie.
nah, it was like halfway through.
No, it was towards the end.
Well, either way, I thought it was like, why? You would think that you're the last man on earth. You're not gonna risk your dog. You're not gonna mess up. You can't. So I was a little upset at
I
Hollywood
think
for
that
that.
depends
I
on
agree.
the actual person that has the dog. Just because you're the last man on earth doesn't mean the dog's going to listen to you if you don't know how to connect with the dog. Like, so it could have been that
Nah,
he
but he
doesn't
had him
have a
since a
good
puppy. He had
recall.
him since he was a puppy.
That doesn't mean you have recall. I know a lot of people that have dogs since they were puppies that don't have any recall on their
That's a
dog.
good point, though. I never thought about that.
But I'm talking about in real life, though. He knows Cesar Milan, so he's gotta be like,
But
bro.
this is the actor in the movie. This
Yeah,
is
but
not
he
Will
should have been
Smith.
told the director, like, bro, hold up. You know, I know the dog whisperer. You think he's gonna want me messing up on my recall? Like twice, and then one of the times that I mess up, he gets bit by a zombie, and I gotta put him out. So he messed up. He wouldn't have to put his dog out if he would have had his recall game. I'm saying they could have made that dog look better on screen instead of making him look dumb. They made him look dumb. That's what I think.
It's
It'd
gotta
have
be a
been
little.
my dog.
It's
He
gotta be a
messed up
little drama.
twice in a
It's
week,
gotta be a
and
little
then
drama.
the zombies bite him, and I gotta end up putting him out myself. Woo!
Hey,
I don't know
look.
what's
Hey,
upset.
look. You got upset about he didn't have recall. We just saw a dog eat a pool ball.
All right.
That was cool. That was cool.
So we've all had our movies. Let's go on to the next question that we're going to address in this podcast. Is Ben's question is, what is your favorite thing to do with your
Where's that dog
dogs?
over there? He's in the back.
He's chilling right there.
Oh.
So what is your favorite thing to do with your dogs, Ben? Since you brought this question up.
I like to go. I just like to live life with them, to be honest with you. But I like to take them on my hobbies. I like to take dogs in the boat, go fishing with them, go on shore fishing with them. But I like to go watch dogs too. I like to just have them be out in even just the yard and watch them. That's what I like to do, is just be with my dogs, practice being with my dogs. But just a thought. I feel like most people don't really do much with their dog. They just keep them at home in their backyard. Like, I take my dogs everywhere. Take them to my parents' house, to my family's house,
To the bathroom? To the bathroom?
restaurant, whatever. I take,
To the bathroom?
no.
Yes, that's what you're talking about.
Okay, well, you
try
said
not to
everywhere.
take them
I'm just confirming. What about the church?
No, I haven't brought them to a church. They didn't let it in the Catholic church.
Oh, I wouldn't have gone to that ever back again. What about the store? You take them to the store?
I took them to the store many times.
Okay.
I like taking them to the
So,
store.
do you take your cats anywhere? Like, I bring my cats over here.
No,
Do you take
I
your
don't.
Sneaker goes out nowhere?
Even if they're not invited, he'll bring.
No, I knew it. Barry did say he was going to bring
No.
it back.
And I did say no, don't do it.
Thank you.
Let's be fair.
Yeah.
You should have brought
But
him.
that's okay.
I'm not.
Look,
When do I listen? What
Yeah,
I tell you
no,
last
you're.
time?
We
What I
know.
tell you
We
last time
know.
when we went to eat sushi, I don't listen. I always
you
do
are-
the opposite of what I'm told to do. Right?
So yes,
That's what I said.
You're
I want to make
absolutely
clear
correct.
that I knew you said no, and I said, well,
That's
I
why we
always
want
do.
Dorian on for the drama.
So okay, besides
Dorian loves
being
the drama.
in the,
I feel like me and my cat want to leave right now.
would you, so would you say number one that boating is your favorite thing to do with your dog?
Or just fishing.
I'm gonna bring this back in.
Too.
Fishing with your dog.
Well, I want to keep talking about cats.
Okay, what's your favorite thing to do with your cat then, Dorian?
He looks like a cat right now.
What's your favorite thing to do?
The best thing I like to do more is watch cats online. I'm crazy. If you see my Instagram, cats. I've been neglecting my dogs a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, but I just like cats are cool. I mean, the best thing for cats, I think for me, is that they hate you.
Is this I talking or cat talking?
No, it's just pride talking because they're
part of the pack. They're part of the pack.
So
It's fair
my
enough.
favorite thing to do is when I see them chilling, is go snuggling with them because then they get bothered and they leave. So this is cats are the total opposite of dogs. Like the more you love them, the more they hate you. Like, oh, get away. But the more you ignore them, the more they want to be with you. So I guess that's kind of like dogs, right? Well,
things.
No, it's reverse psychology.
Well, I don't know, but cats are so good at training humans. That's for sure. That's why I know Bobby says no cat, but at least I'm gonna bring him for a couple hours, and I wanted to see his reaction because I don't know if you guys saw that. Did you see when Caesar was holding that cat the other day? Did you see it? He
No.
looked like he was holding like a chicken for the first time.
Yeah,
He looked
out-
uncomfortable.
yeah, out there.
Yeah.
Like you could tell, oh, he's not a cat guy, but he's trying. So I wanted to see what Ben did, and he kind of did the same.
I did the same.
He embraced him a little better,
What are you, bro? I had him like holding
but
against
you
my
were
chest.
doing it like it looked like you were working. Like I gotta hold this cat. Like
Well, I was trying to keep him safe from Apollo getting all wild
you
because
did.
Apollo
I was thinking
doesn't.
you were gonna be like, oh, look at his cheeks. Let me cuddle him. You were like, all right, let me hold this guy. This is work.
Hey, bro.
You should have
I,
Take this guy on stage.
I'm gonna treat him like he's a dog. He's gonna be like here, and you're gonna be chilling with me, and that's it. You're not gonna get to go walk around and do all that stuff. You're gonna just be chill.
Bobby goes,
That's-
you better
that's-
accept this.
Yeah, it's calm surrender, bro.
So the cat shouldn't be walking around.
I could be walking around now, but at first I wanted to acclimate Apollo to it. So now he's good.
Because I'm gonna tell you one thing about cats: they don't care about rules. They need to be anywhere they could climb up or get in through. They're gonna be dropping some stuff, your perfume, your nice stuff. But who cares? They're cute. Like,
Yeah.
is there anything that you let your cat do that like you wouldn't let your dogs do, Ben?
Yes, she's on the counters.
Oh, right. Because it's cute. They go up there all calmly. Is she patient?
With me,
Now with Carly, she just
she'll press on Carly. Yeah.
yeah. They know how to do that shit. Well, let's get back to pack talking. What was the question again?
Yeah, what's your favorite thing to do with your dogs?
Okay, well, for me, the best thing is being out in Mother Nature with it. And I'm not talking at the park or some trails where there's 1,000 people. I'm talking about being off the grid, like park in the side of the road and just go into the mountains and like just let them be natural. I think that's the best part when I'm with dogs and I feel the power of the pack and they're just in their environment. You got 6-7 dogs just walking, smelling, enjoying nature and like feeling the earth. I don't know. I just feel like sometimes when I'm out of the concrete jungles and I'm into like mother nature, like in mountains or hills and just overlooking whatever is on the other side, it's just a feeling that I don't know that I can't describe it, but it's the best feeling. And that's like kind of the same feeling I get when I'm walking a pack of dogs, like the power of the pack. Like I don't know, it's just. So, and then to get into the other question about now, well, let's hear what you gotta say about the. I didn't want to skip that question.
My favorite thing to do with my dogs is by bar none go to Dog Beach in Huntington and just walk for like 2-3 hours. Off leash. They're hanging out with other dogs. They're running up into the water. They're on the beach. It's such a beautiful thing that's my number one thing to do with my dogs is to go.
I want to take my dogs to the beach.
Yeah.
Bro, it's a whole thing, man. It's a beautiful thing.
The
Lake
power
Michigan.
of the waves.
There you go. Yeah, Lake Michigan is another another place you can basically take them on a beach in a sense. And I don't know can you do off leash there at Lake Michigan?
There's spots to do, I'm sure.
Yeah, I've never done it there, although I visited Chicago a couple times now. But I haven't taken any dogs to Lake Michigan's beach. But Huntington in California has basically a mile long of just off leash. You could just go with your dogs, and it's my favorite thing to do without a doubt. Like I love it. It's when I think of Regina, it's usually her running on that beach, and that's.
She's a swimmer.
She would never go into the water at all. But eventually she started running up into like her chest area. Yeah. And she'd come running in and like prance in the water. It was just, it was just a beautiful thing. So
what about Apollo? He's down for the water?
Yeah. He's down for the balls, bro. He's a ball chaser.
Like his dad.
Yeah, exactly. We love balls. So, basketball, football, any type of ball.
Yeah.
But yeah, I basically have to give him, I have his own ball so that when he goes wanting to get another one, I give him his instead.
You're tricking
him. Yeah, well, at least I'm having him come to the one I want him to come to and leave the other one instead. So whether it's tricking or training or whatever, he's doing what I want him to do. And that's ultimately what my goal is.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
And does he swim?
He doesn't go swim. He'll swim in the pool. We take him swimming, and although Frenchies are not known for swimming because of their they're top heavy and their backside just kind of They kind of start
No,
like
but they could swim.
lollipopping.
I seen bulldogs swim.
Oh, he can swim. You bring that ball in front of him, he will swim. Like his body will even out
Seen him
because
swim.
he's so like give me that. Give me that. You seen him right at the DPC?
Oh,
Yeah. He's a little freak for the ball. He'll learn how to swim and do whatever he wants. Like it's the key to getting him to do whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Awesome, yeah. What about you? Do you like the beach? I mean, do you like to swim? Do you get in?
Well, when I go there, I basically will take off my shoes and socks, and I'll like walk in the water and where the sand and water meet, and just enjoy my dogs.
How
That,
deep?
like,
How deep would you go?
I mean, I would go deep into the I would swim out into the water if I wanted to go into the water. But I usually don't bring like swim trunks. I'm usually just there for them. That's
What I'm
more.
getting to is how do you feel when you're in the ocean?
I love it. I
love
love
it.
being connected to Mother Nature, and
That's one of the
like
best feelings. I love it when you're out there just floating. You just hear the waves, and you just feel all those miles. Those waves are just, I don't know. I love that sea.
it's a fantastic reminder to
You need
how
to get both.
insignificant we really are.
Yeah.
No, well, a boat, yeah, and then you don't see land anymore. You really see how insignificant you are. It's like
to get that deep in there. I like to see the land, but I mean, I'll do boats too. But I love swimming.
it's just not my thing. I get sick on the water, so I just would prefer to not go on the water. I like to swim in there. I don't get seasick when I'm swimming, but I'm on a boat that's rocking. I ain't feeling too hot, so that's isn't me personally. If you love it, then more power to you. It's amazing. But and I'll eat the heck out of some sushi that comes off a boat. But I ain't trying to get on there.
Story, I seen them.
Yeah. It's undeniable when I go down and have some sushi. It's a lot. So
And
yeah,
expensive.
it's pricey enough for what I get, and I enjoy it, so it's worth every cent. All right, and then our last question that we were going to address today, what was it? It was the power of the pack. How has the power of the pack, dog and human, affected you, other than last week's story that we got, which was a beautiful story of the power of the pack. But does anyone want to go first on what their what the power of the pack means to them, and any association that they've had with people or humans that they'd like to bring up?
I'm not gonna bring my hand up.
Ben,
No, I'm not
would you
sure.
like to start?
You always got to go with the emotional guy first.
If you don't want to, you can go after me. I mean, I don't. Whatever you want.
Go, Bobby. Why don't you go first, Bobby?
Yeah, let's go Bobby first. I think
Okay.
Bobby should go first. I just didn't want to hear Ben right now. I was hoping you jumped in, but I didn't want to I'm not gonna be the one here. Me and say, pick me. Nah, I don't want to get picked. But I was hoping you didn't pick me. But I said, you know what, Bobby, take it out. Take over, Bobby.
I mean, I witness the power of the pack basically daily when I'm working with these dogs, whether it's on a pack walk or we're just in the backyard. I'll have I will introduce a dog, and I'll bring one of my dogs one at a time to be introduced to this dog that is usually either a dog aggressive or reactive or something. And I would start out with bringing Reg because she was always the calmest and most agreeable, and everybody would she always made the right decisions with the dogs. She would never, if they were reacting, she would just kind of sit there and watch them react, or if she really felt like they're coming forward, then she would like set a boundary, but she never moved forward. So that would help the other dog, because then when they see that this dog wasn't a threat, then they'd realize, okay, well, maybe then if this dog's not a threat, maybe the next dog's not a threat. Like, and it lowers the reactivity. Each dog I would bring out. The next one was, we have a dog that comes here named Monet, who, if there's a dog that's fearful or going backwards, Monet has the right energy to help that one come out of their fear and make them into more of a happy-go-lucky moment, which is it's a beautiful thing when you see it in real time, how a dog can help another dog, or a group of dogs eventually when you bring them into the backyard and they're all off leash except for the one you're introducing, so that you can help them to make the right decisions. The power of the pack is undeniable, and it's super helpful in influencing any dog that you bring into a situation like that. And same thing with humans. Like I have some friends that when I get around them, like Ben, Dorian, Adam, and people at TCW and other friends that I've known for long periods of my life, there's a certain energy that instills inside you that helps you to move forward when sometimes you don't want to move forward. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you're feeling a little bit down, and a friend will come and help you feel just seen and heard and loved, and that is very, very powerful. So I believe that human pack and the dog pack have a way of influencing you to be the best you can be, or the worst you could be. You are basically a conglomerate of the 5 people you hang out the most with. So if you hang out with smart people, smarter than you're going to be smarter. If you hang out with people that play basketball better than you're going to be a better basketball player. If you hang out with people that are into drugs, you're going to be into drugs. So it's like it can work for your positive, it can work to the negative aspect of life. So be sure that the pack you surround yourself with is the pack you want to be like, I would say. And that's very powerful. So who's going next, Ben or Dory? I'm here.
Okay, good. I'll go. I remember the first time when I was at Caesars and I was a student. I believe it was the first week. I was actually kind of still skeptical of what dog psychology was and really how to apply it. And I remember I had this dog from a different country. I forget where the dogs were from. I think somewhere in South America, but I remember I was working with this dog, and it was a very fearful, nervous dog. It was actually a feral dog. I don't know if you guys remember those 2 dogs he had from, I think, Colombia or something, or Puerto Rico, maybe, actually.
Not the wolf ones.
No, but that is part of the stories, though, is that
You don't have a picture.
I had one of those feral dogs, though, that was super fearful and backwards energy dog, and I was just bringing it up on the stage, and I think I was just walking back and forth on the stage. It was a very simple task, just going one side to the other side, and I definitely knew how to get a dog from one side of the room to the other side of the room, but this type of dog was so new and different to me. At one point, the dog shut down and it wouldn't move, and Caesar came on stage and was explaining what was happening, and he tried to move the dog with the leash, and he goes, yeah, he goes, she's stuck. She's like, another dog is the only way that dog can move. And he went and got King, that big wolf hybrid dog, whatever it was.
The wolf
And
hybrid.
as soon as that dog came into the tent, that dog perked up. And as soon as he came up on the stage, the dog immediately got up and greeted him, and like we felt very comfortable and safe around that dog because he was a true front of the pack dog. And I mean, Caesar didn't do anything besides bring the dog in the room. The dog really didn't do anything other than just the presence of its energy of just being there. And then right there, I was like, Caesar couldn't even move this dog. The only thing that could move that dog was a dog itself. And that was crazy to me. And just that whole process, that right there was my come to Jesus moment.
Did he try to move it though?
Yeah, he tried to. He had it on leash, and he tried to just pressure and release and get that dog to move and motivate with his scent, and it just was shut down. It was those feral dogs, and it just got to a spot where just didn't want to move.
That's when you were a student, you said, right?
Yeah.
Oh, because I don't know if I know what dogs you're talking about.
I think the dog's name was Delilah for some reason, I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
But they were from Puerto Rico. He got 2 of them from like the hurricane down there or something like that. And they were super feral dogs.
Let me show this shirt off.
Yeah, please.
This is the shirt I got last week. Had to wear it for the cast the first time. Make it look fly. Thank you, D. That was a beautiful shirt.
For sure, 2 of 2.
So that was my first. Yeah. That was my first witness of the power of the pack. It was my first time seeing it. I was like, wow, I was like that. Nothing could have moved that dog besides that dog. or another
How
dog.
about humans?
What was
How
that?
about power of the human pack? Excuse me,
Um,
Apollo. Is there any
yeah,
moments that have made you feel like known, loved, seen, heard,
yeah,
felt?
definitely. My group of friends out in California, or just my training friends in general, is I would say a very tight knit pack. Um, I think once you're in the rehabilitating dogs, it becomes a very niche type of business that there isn't as much, I guess, help for it or advice on it necessarily. So it's a group of people that, whether you know them, like them, or love them or hate them, you know them, and it's a group of people that I think that are trying to do their best with humanity and dogs. So the power of the pack's huge. I have a huge, not huge, but I have a good group of people I could always not necessarily rely on, but talk to or give advice from. And yeah, I very grateful for my human pack as well.
Beautiful.
Wow, Ben. Wow.
But more importantly, that's a funny thing. What I was really thinking about when you said that is that I thought about my wife and my family, and we're and just my parents, whatever. That part of the pack is in a weird process. I don't know if you guys. You get what I'm saying, but like parents are starting to get older. I have a lot of nephews coming up, and just the power of the pack is one of those things that it always feels like not recycles, but it's always kind of going and growing. And so I always think about that, and that's kind of where I'm at in my life. That's what I'm focusing on, is increasing my power of the pack over here.
Nice.
Hey, by those friends in California, you mean us?
Yeah, you guys, I would say, make the list. Bottom part
Oh,
of
okay,
it.
okay. Okay,
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah, yeah. I'm very grateful for my human pack, though, very much.
Okay, well, how about you, Dorian? How has the power of the pack affected you positively?
Well, let's talk about the negative. The negative,
The negative effects of
the
the power of the
negative
pack.
effects of it,
It's
Drama.
definitely
because no, well, I wouldn't say drama, but because like I always talk about the power of the pack. To me, it's something that is really important. So I would say negative part of the power of the pack is that at some point I got really, really like if it wasn't dog related, I didn't want to hear anything about anything else. So because I was so addicted to the power of the pack that I didn't really care about being with humans. And if it wasn't a dog event, or like, I just felt like I'm just not into it. So for, I would say, good 8-9 years, because at some point I said I just want to dedicate myself to dogs. I want to know everything. I want to breathe, eat, talk, everything dogs. But in that route, I literally got lost, just to be so focused on doing that like I really got away from my human pack. So that's kind of what I was talking about earlier about the human pack part of it. Like, the feeling that I get so much from dogs is that I could be with dogs all the time. And it was until I met these guys, especially Ben, that was pushing me. I always felt like he wanted me to do more than I've been doing. Like, he knows that I've been holding back. I'm sandbagging or something. He's always pushed me. And every time that I try to say something, he's like, "That's not you. Why you say that?" And then and what bothers me is that he's fucking right. He knows me better than anybody. In the short time that I met him, he knew so much about me that I was pissed. This guy, he's good, because he found things out about me that nobody else did.
we love you, dude.
So because of that, I started hanging out more with humans.
It's very powerful.
Yeah. It was.
Yeah.
He actually said last story that he found you in the shadows.
See, when he says stuff like that, it's like, dude, he knows me.
That's why we all laugh so hard.
I just been trying to lay low in the shadows, like, because I'm focused on what I'm doing and nothing else, and I don't really care about anything else. That's why I say I'm not a dog trainer. This is not dog training advice, because this was not my goal to be a dog trainer. I just wanted to be the best dog owner.
We all had
or
the
dog
same goal.
enthusiast, how Bobby likes to call me.
Enthusiast.
Because of that, I feel like I have to do more to hang out with humans because the power of the pack is so strong for me that I could just be with dogs. So when I got opened up to cats, like, oh man, then I felt like, oh fuck humans, like you could be with animals all day, but that's just not reality. And it's not that like I hate being around humans or I don't like people. I just prefer to just chill
let,
with my pack.
let
And
me interrupt you real quick because it does not seem like that at all, bro.
I
Like
was going to.
hanging out with you, it feels like you just fit right in there, bro. Like with me and Ben at
Your
least,
pet
and
driver is strong with humans.
yeah,
I
man.
mean,
When with the right humans, bro,
it's because
you
that's the
like
thing, Bobby.
are
It's
right
not
in
that I
there, bro.
can't hang around with humans. I don't mind. I could do it. I'm not like an awkward person. I could be
No,
a quiet person if I don't know the people because I just want to mind my business. Mono,
Thanks, Mark. You moved it right where it needed it.
mono.
but no, you're so like you're such naturally and easy to get along with person. It surprises me that that it's hard for you to be part of the pack sometimes in your own mind,
Oh,
or
I
you don't
appreciate
want to
that.
be.
I don't want to be.
Yeah, you
I
don't.
don't have a
Yeah,
problem doing it, like I'm
yeah.
saying. But when I'm with a good, close people, I mean, I feel it. I let them see my real self.
You,
So
We
I feel
appreciate that.
comfortable.
We
you know what
appreciate
I think
your real stuff is
what it
amazing.
turns into is I think it's as you get older, you start to um, change in so many ways, and the people around you that you were friends with change in so many ways, and just like any relationship, you grow apart, and that's like the community I was saying that we have out here is so beneficial, but more selective or more specific. You guys in general is I generally feel like most relationships it should be people receiving and pouring. You know what I mean? Where I fill your cup up and you fill my cup up, and that's in many ways. And I would say for everybody in that room, honestly, Adam, Caitlin, even Carly, wherever she may be, you are people that fill my cup up. So I hope I can fill your cup up whenever I can. But you guys are
You
all
always
good
fill
people. I,
our
I really
cups,
want you guys
bro.
to know that you guys all have really good energy, and that's why I'm doing this podcast and why I hang out with you guys. Just for that reason alone. I mean, you guys are my friends for sure, but you guys fill my cup up, so I appreciate you.
Yeah, but let's thank Bobby. Take our time to thank Bobby because he's the one that really pushed us. He motivated us when we kept, well, especially where I kept telling him, like, Bobby, I'm like I always say, I'm not trying to work. I'm trying to work the least amount of possible. But Bobby's trying to do a podcast every week, and I feel like, oh, but I feel like me telling him I didn't want to be a part of it was me working against the universe, and it's like working against Mother Nature. So.
What was my response, Ben? Basically, didn't I say Dorian has to do this podcast? He is a star, bona fide.
Well, thank
He's
you
one
for
of the
thinking of me.
coolest
Thank you for
people
thinking
I've
of me
ever.
that way.
Bro, you really
What
are.
he said
No,
was
like,
hey, do you mind being a third to our podcast? The problem is my real second person won't go
No, you
unless you're
didn't.
gonna go. So if you don't go, he won't go. So it took the triangle.
I knew that Ben was going to be a part of getting Dorian on here too, but yeah, no, like you are such the coolest dude, bro. Like this is Dorian in a nutshell. Hey guys, I'm coming up to see you guys in a little bit. You guys want some tacos? Oh, yeah, I'm gonna bring some tacos up. He
Tacos?
comes up
Not the first
with
time either.
60 tacos. Okay. He doesn't
20
come up with
bucks.
like a taco each, you know what I mean? He comes up like, okay, I've got like 10 asada tacos, I've got carnitas, I got this, I got that. You're like one of the most generous people I've ever met. And so
Hey, just to be fair, that was back in the days when tacos were cheap. I'm literally, if I crept up with like 60 tacos, 10 mulitas, 10 horchatas, like 15 tacos de asada, dos al pastor, it was like 40, 50 bucks.
doesn't
That was
matter.
back then. Right now,
That doesn't
hell
matter. The
no.
thought
Probably
was there.
150.
The thought was there that you are one of the most generous people I've ever
Yeah,
met.
just trying to bring Mexico down to Santa Clarita just for a little bit. But yeah, it definitely was a good time when we ate them tacos.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's a good time anytime we hang out, brother. Anytime we hang out.
Well,
Food involved too.
well, like
Yeah.
I said, like literally, I had 8, 9 years just by myself, and then it was maybe 2014 when I started like Like, all right, I'm gonna do things. And actually, that's when I learned to separate from my dogs, because that was the other thing. I didn't know how to separate. Like, I could be away. Like, if I left my dog somewhere, they wouldn't go crazy. But it was me that was like, nah, if I can't be there with at least one of my dogs, I don't want to be there. That was my mentality, you know.
Yeah.
But I was like, nah, I learned to like, all right, then why do I need to be like that? That's just me like thinking in my head, like, because I always gotta have a dog. But like, really, I could be without a dog, but I prefer not to. You know, it happens.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes you gotta let go. I think the first time that I was away from my pet that long was we went to New York. I think that was it. And I was like, oh man. And then when I'm away from him, when I'm with Ben and he's out worried about his pack. What?
When we went to New York?
Yeah, I went to New York, swimming in the ocean in the east side. I was bam. Oh, New Jersey, not New York, New Jersey. I gotta get it right because they get mad out there.
You did go to New York though.
No,
and they
we
got their car. They got their car booted in New York.
New York.
They spent the day getting their
Funny
car
story,
from unbooting.
We go to pick up our car from the tow yard. Or I think it was literally across the street from the Bronx, or it was literally some projects. I don't know where. It was in the Bronx. Projects right across. Ben's walking around with the shortest shorts possible in New York. His boots, and he's being all cool, all nice. And we get off the Uber right next to some, I don't know, some straight gangbangers just doing suspicious stuff. Ben's like smiling and like, you know, like trying to tell him the, you know, South Beloit wave. I'm like, bro, we're about to get robbed. Let's cross the street. He's real chill, relaxed. I'm like, bro, we're in New York, in the Bronx, in the projects. And he was with that big smile right there. I'm thinking like, bro, we're going to get jumped.
That's the heart of a lion.
It was. I felt that we're in a dangerous spot, but long story short, we got our car pounded, but it didn't ruin our day. We made it out.
We made it out.
It did. What?
We made it out.
We made it out. Yeah.
You guys missed dinner with us.
No, we did. We didn't get to hang out. That's true. But it was at the point when we were in New York, literally down in front of the Empire State Building. We got our car towed. It was like, damn, we just got trying to make it back to New Jersey. Yeah.
All right. Well, that's an hour. But thank you guys for joining us for the second one, and until we have another one, much love to everybody for listening and watching, and thank you guys. No. We love you guys. Thanks for watching.
Yep. Take care.